Welcome to the battleground of the gods.
Welcome, challengers, to Battleground of the Gods, a Smite podcast. I am your host, Dep Nation, and joining me today we have the illustrious Fro Double G.
I'm illustrious now. Think about that, ladies.
The monster of the mid lane, Nevea 03.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
The duo lane carry, Willow 1771.
Here we go.
And joining us today, we have Young Silent Reveries, a.k.a. Bryce.
Yeah.
There it is.
Gets me every time.
Every
Tear
time.
up just a little bit.
Oh, you tear up? We have different reactions.
Yeah, I was going to say, tearing up isn't usually my reaction.
Well, you probably have a different definition of tearing up than I do.
Oh, all right.
I don't.
Mine's like a tier list, but it's for my Johnson. I tear up.
Mm-hmm.
Is it SS tier? Top tier broken OP?
SS. Goes to SS. Just straight tear up.
A little pre-tier. if you
Normally
will.
it's like a A plus.
Pre-tier.
Well, this went places real quick. Real quick.
Yep.
Real quick.
Okay.
All right. Let's go into our games this week. But first, I want to mention wildmonkeydesign.com. It's where we got our bitchin' welcome.
Wildmonkeydesign.com.
Wow, you put that in real early.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
didn't read the show
they
notes, then.
deserve a little something, something.
I read the show notes, and I know Depp reads the show
Yeah.
notes. I just didn't know. I mean, what was I thinking? You put it in the show notes.
yeah.
Depp says it. You're right.
You know what? I figure it. If we mention it early, more people might hear it, as opposed to at the end of the episode where people are like, "Oh my God, shut the fuck up already." So
Depp, they're thinking that already.
getting it in early.
Depp opens his
Games
mouth
this
with
week.
welcome,
Got him.
and everybody's like, turn it off.
Yeah, games this week. Let's start off with our Olympian Fro Double G.
Was not prepared. You never start with me.
You're first in the alphabetical order besides myself, and starting with myself would be a bit cunty. So I'm not going to do it.
Bryce. There's a Bryce in there. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, but
He is
goes by
Silent Reveries.
You said AKA
Yeah.
Bryce. All right, let's not. It's one way or the other.
How ready
So-
do you have to get to talk about your fucking games this
fucking-
week? Holy
I
shit.
am ready.
You acting like we're fucking doing presidential debate. You're talk about your games and shut the fuck up.
I was pretty much
No,
just
we'd have
meaning like I'm
five
not
times
leaning
as many
forward,
people in this
talking into
call
the
if it
mic.
was a presidential debate.
All right.
Shut up.
So, I played a lot on the Xbox again. Sorry, I did play on the PlayStation 2 as well, though. It was about equal this
Hey,
week.
we played.
But
we
I am
played.
like, yeah, Willow and I finally played a game together. Haven't done that in a
With
minute.
Danny Boy. We'll talk about that in the hat.
So, I'm like level 29 and a half, and it's fucking killing me. I just want to get 30. I just
Somebody pop that man
fucking
a
want to
booster.
get to
Jesus
30.
Christ.
Oh, I've been popping I get a booster, I pop it. Immediately. It's like, give me all that shit on my Xbox. Because it doesn't make sense for me to spend any money to get anything on there when I can just pray that in 4 years we'll have crossplay.
We'll have cross progression. It won't be crossplay. It'll just be cross progression. Our accounts will just
That's
it'll be fine.
that's fucking fine by me. Make it cross progression. That's cool. That'll work. I'll buy shit then. But anyways, but a lot of my week was actually getting prepared for a campaign of D&D that I started. I am DMing.
I didn't realize this was
And-
SQA. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought this was a Smite podcast.
All right, I already know Rick's gonna fucking roast me about it. I'm good. It don't matter. But no, I'm pretty fucking stoked for it because it's my first time using
DMing or
Roll20.
what?
No, I've DM'd a few games.
Roll20's a shit, isn't it?
Oh, dude, I love it. I've always done it like tabletop, pencil and paper, and that was real nice. Roll20. It was pretty nice to be able to play with Depp and Danny Boy,
Yep.
my coworker Brad, and my daughter. That was pretty cool to be able to play with all of us. Yeah, I've DM'd like a few games, but recently, once I went to 5e, I completely switched my DMing style, and I'm a lot more into the RP. It used to be just like, let's go from combat to combat and talk to quest giver and then go to next quest giver. Because that's kind of, I know people are going to disagree with me, but 3.5 was pretty heavily about the combat. That's why you, and the exploration.
4.5. 4.5 was pretty combat.
Well, 4, yeah. 4 was, I mean, it's all how you put your own amount of role play into it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3.5 was really
behind
number crunchy.
Yeah. And that's
I
kind
mean,
of why
I got no
like,
clue about the other ones, but you can still do a lot of combat shit in 5e, I feel like.
All right.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
for everything you do in 5e for combat, except for like a standard attack, you can pretty much so guarantee there was another dice roll and more numbers to be added, depending on a bonus.
So, like, 5e really
everything.
simplified things with, like, limiting class information and, like, really streamlining how classes and their races and everything were organized.
Well, and it keeps the numbers lower, too.
And then that's what I was going to say. Then it also added the advantage-disadvantage system, which used to be a system where you would have to know a number.
It was like +2s and +3s and +1s. And
So, for instance, you're a barbarian, right? Let's say you go to grapple a guy. Like, I'm saying that because I know you're a barbarian in the campaign.
oh,
you
God.
play.
Grapple rules were a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I still got a couple levels.
They had their
level
own
2.
system.
I still got level 2 to get to that, but yeah.
But, well, you can grapple low level. Like, you can grapple
I'm level
at any
2.
time.
I can't grapple yet.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can.
Oh.
It's just
It's
not
just,
very
it's
good.
not going to be a good idea. But in like 3.5 or in 5e, if you go to grapple something larger than you, it'll usually just be at a disadvantage. But in
So you roll 2 and take
3.5,
the
it's
worst.
literally he gets a +5 on his check, you get a -5 on your check, then you add in your modifiers, both you get your strength, blah 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 blah, and that
And it's a contested roll.
yeah, and it's a contested roll. And that would take place for like disarming and tripping and all that shit. Whereas
Literally any dice roll that you
that's
had.
now it's in 5e, it's just an athletics check. Whether you go to disarm, whether you go to trip, whether you go to grapple, it's an athletics check.
And
3.5
it's against,
individual
like, the
skills.
passive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's nice because beyond Roll20 and I guess Beyond D&D, I think it is something Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Beyond. There's a Chrome extension you can get for D&D Beyond too, so you can roll straight from D&D Beyond as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The
So
technology
it does all that
and,
shit for you.
and apps that they have now is just ridiculously cool and that have come out in the last like 5 years or less.
Mhm.
Right.
It's
All right.
probably what's helped increase the popularity.
I agree. Well,
So
shows
that and
like
the simplification
Critical
of
Role, too.
5e. Yeah. So real quick before we end all this D&D stuff and we can move on, because that was pretty much my week. If any of the challengers have like good ideas for characters, like villains and NPCs, or possibly want to make some, feel free to do that and hit me up. I'll be making a channel in the Discord.
I got an
Maybe
idea.
I'll,
Right, here we go. Make Big Dick Rick a bad dude, but his weapon is Toxic Blade.
Oh, yeah, bud.
It reduces your healing if he hits you twice.
Wait. Fro just left the Discord. call.
left?
This is awesome.
Yo. Shit.
Oh shit! When Meeman goes wrong.
Right? Damn.
I just noped out of that conversation.
Don't worry, we'll hear it in our feedback channel. Toxic Blade's good. You need to build it on everybody.
Stop. Moving on.
Okay.
Nev, how are your games?
Wait, what? I thought we were still talking about D&D.
No, I said that. I just wanted to wrap
Those
that
were
up.
Fro's
Are,
games this
Nev,
week.
are you not ready now either to talk
Oh,
about your
geez.
week?
Oh.
Roaster
but-
Bryce, get her.
Fuck
But-
Nev.
I am ready because, I got to squad up with some of the SQA boys this week, and I had a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Fuck you, Madman Matt.
Oh. Ooh.
The man
We
dodges
had
me.
Depp was there too, actually, by the way.
Only because I had to stalk these motherfuckers because I joined the party the previous night. And then everyone's like, oh, it's getting to be that time. I gotta go log off. And then someone else is like, oh, if you're getting off, I might as well get off too. And then fucking everyone leaves the party. And I'm like, motherfuckers were in our Discord.
I mean,
Could be
in my
worse.
channel.
Could be like Nev joining your party, not saying a fucking word, then leaving
okay.
and go playing with
All
Depp
right.
and all the SQA boys and
No,
leaving
no,
you by
no.
yourself
No,
when you
no.
sent her an invite
No,
and
no.
had been waiting for 10 minutes.
Nope.
Girl.
You are spreading false information here, my friend.
I think I
Fake
figured out
news?
why I play
Officially
solo.
fake news?
I joined Fro's party. I said, hello? 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 He must be outside. Alright, bye, bud. And I left the party. And then I messaged you on Discord. And I said, I joined the party and you weren't talking.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there like, why isn't Nev saying anything? Oh, okay, bye, Nev.
No, sometimes, honestly, Xbox parties, they geek out. Like, you can join a party, but you're not actually joined. Like, there's, like, some kind of, like...
Oh.
Like, it
PS4
happens
parties
a
do the
lot.
same
Real
thing.
quick, so this is a hashtag known issue then, right?
Oh,
Right?
maybe.
Is that what you're saying? Why the fuck wouldn't you message me first then? Come on!
I did message you. I said I joined the party and I didn't hear anything.
I'm done.
sounds like an elaborate excuse just to come play with us instead of
It
you.
really is.
Well, anyway, we played an assault match. And, Madman Matt got, what was it, Guan Yu? Yeah, he got Guan Yu. Silent Reverie is over there on the Kamazats.
Is this the game?
on
Wait, hold on.
Aqua.
I gotta pause you. Is this the game that caused Matt to rage on Twitter?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Proud of you, young
Our friend Trevor, Trigger Trevor, reformed by the way, was on Hebo and I was on Poseidon. And ever since that awesome patriotic skin came out, I just had to play it. And we started off strong. We kind of just about wiped their entire team, and then we just kind of played the stare down game for a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a little bored, so I turned around and I looked at Bryce and I said, "Hey, Bryce." He said, "What?" I said, "Look," and I ulted.
Yeah, show me what it looked like.
I ulted right in front of Bryce, and he's like, "Oh, you do it better than I do, cause you did it. You said, oh fuck yeah, hit him with it."
Oh fuck! I hit him with it, then I Kamazat ulted her, and it was then we immediately lost. They just started pushing because they saw us ult, so they just started pushing, and we lost the game. That
You
was
deserved it.
No, to be fair, this team we were against were bitch-ass assault players. They sat under tower until they got a pick, and then they left their tower.
Yes, they had a Alkwang,
So they played assault.
Hoyi, Chonga, Kukulkan, and a Nuwa.
So they had 5 squishies, and you're gonna roast them for not leaving tower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
the
just
main
played
reason it gets
assault.
boring as shit like that is because you literally have to kill everybody on their team to get the tower because everybody can clear the wave so quick. And eventually that just gets boring and you dive tower, and then everybody dies and you lose.
Yeah. Or you just ult your friend,
right,
and then
I'm gonna let
your
you
friend
in.
ults you.
I'm gonna let you in on an assault secret.
Oh boy, here we go. Let me take some notes.
If you
Some
can.
assault
Hold on.
master.
If you can, it's hard to do unless you're in a 5-man. Literally freeze one wave. That's all you got to do. Just one wave. Because the enemies will not fucking stand for a second wave to be froze. Or they're like, well, fuck, now we're bored. And they'll actually come out. It works 99% of the time. One wave. That's all you
we
need.
tried that.
The
but
problem with that is that
Trevor
Trevor
was
was
watching
now
watching
you
the
have to-
debate,
Trevor, yeah.
and he wasn't fucking paying attention to us.
Trevor's watching the debate, and he's just
Hello, Trevor? Start attacking away.
Yeah. But you got to pretend like you're going to freeze that second wave, too. They'll come out.
Yeah. We tried.
Or don't be a bitch and dive them. That's always a possibility. Just dive them.
Oh, I mean, that's how we started the game, because, like, Matt would Guan Yu ult, and then I would do a Poseidon ult, and Depp would get some
Al Kwong
picks.
and I'd catch a guy with my ult. And...
Nev, were you there when Matt was on Horus?
Yeah, that was the next game.
That was monster.
That was the next game. That was fun.
Bro, let me tell you how dumb Matt is. I mean, I get it. You're playing Horus, and it's just one of those things, like, sometimes Horus has one of those ults that's like, when you're in assault, how beneficial is it going to be? So they would go in the little, like, side lane where the healing orb is, and they're like, all right, guys, here we go. Let's ult. And it's like, Matt, they know what you're doing. They like, you're not hiding by standing. They know what you're doing. So I would just stand out in the lane by myself and be like, okay, guys, they'll see me and won't know what's happening.
The
Honestly,
lone Medusa.
A lot of times with Horus in Assault, just fucking stand in the middle of everybody and ult, and they're like, oh, let's get this fucking Horus, and just dive their backline.
Yeah. Well, we were going to try to Horus ult to their, like, base immediately right off the start of the game, but Depp was, like, picking his nose or something and never came to lane.
Depp.
Don't worry, boys. Don't worry, boys. We won that game.
Hey, man, it was that extra 50 gold. You
sat at Fountain for an extra 50 gold?
No, I'm bullshitting you. No, I was like 5 seconds late.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ, losing 2 waves? Boy, I'm going to have to start training you too.
Pause. Time out. Hold on. Fro knows exactly how long you had to wait for 50 gold in Assault. Because that's not the same over every game mode.
I'm going to let you in on a little something about learning by mistakes, right? You tell other people about them so they don't have to make the same mistakes. Half the advice I give on the podcast is because I've done it fucking wrong. It didn't work for me. Well, you got to think about that. Those first early points fucking matter, and you're down a level, and they're all level 6. And that matters when 5 people can fucking dump their fucking main poke ability at you because you just got the lane. All right, so that's a good Assault battle. We can move on to our games this week if you'd like.
Well, there was another Assault that Bryce and I played last night, and I got Sun Wukong.
You frag.
And how much gold did I have before I finally died? Was it like 72?
Yeah. Listen, fucking Nev, all right? First she jinxes it and says, I got 7,200 gold. I wonder if I'm going to end the game without dying. I'm like, you just jinxed it. Why'd you say anything? So as she says this, we're attacking the Phoenix. And they're coming back, and it's just me and her. I was like, I'm dying for it. I'm dying for it. I'm dying for it. I'm dying for it. She's fucking bird forming down the fucking lane back towards our tower. I'm like, Nev, you have 7,200 gold. Where are you going? Die.
And then I was like, no, it's okay. I'm stalling.
We didn't even get the Phoenix. We didn't even get the Phoenix.
You probably had
ult
2, and your clone could have tanked the Phoenix. I'm with Bryce on this.
Nah. The ult was down on that part. Ult was down on that part. But I did do a good stalling after that, though, where my ult was up. And
oh, yeah. Just came up, I guess. You know, just.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. We checked the VOD, you know.
Got the receipts?
Get the receipts. But yeah, that was all my exciting Assault games. Also, the Bot G ECL team won another match this week, 2-0.
Hey.
And I did both of my games with Vulcan. It's pasta night, baby. Yeah. All right, Bryce, how were your games? Since some of them were already talked about. It seems like a good transition.
So I've been doing some late night ranked. Because I've been, I had some, I had, personal shit going on. So I've, been sleeping a whole bunch. So I've been smiting it up late night. drinking beers and shit. So something about
Sounds pretty personal.
yeah, something about queuing up for ranked late night. It's the worst. Not only do you have to wait 8 minutes. Oh, this is definitely Relly Trelly. This is Relly Trelly hours. Okay, after a few
Reminder,
beers, Relly Trelly
real quick,
comes out
reminder
to play.
to everyone: Relly Trelly is Bryce's drunk Smurf account.
No, it's Trelly Relly.
Alternate
account. Yes, thank you very much for
There we
correcting
go.
that.
Alternate.
So it's just
Non-sober
like
account.
this
Gotcha.
cycle fucking late night of you wait 8 minutes. Woo! 8 minutes is gone. Boom. Can't find a match. Highest priority, idiot. 8-minute queue. Oh, somebody dodges. Boom, boom. Woohoo. Yeah, 8-minute queue. You're highest priority. I thought I was just highest priority like 16 minutes ago. Apparently I still am. I guess that's a good thing. And then you get in and you lose. So like over like a 12-hour span, you play like 2 games. Sucks. Then last night, the servers went down. It's bullshit. But you do get to see some fun, interesting characters. I mean, they're probably mad at me the whole time because most of the time I end up feeding, but it's just... One game last night, we had the Poseidon didn't ban King Arthur. And... I mean, you probably know how the game turned out. We did not win, but it was just like this. The Kronos on our team was upset that the Poseidon didn't ban King Arthur, right? So every time Poseidon died, Kronos would type in chat, "This is why you banned King Arthur." The second time he died, "This is why you banned King Arthur times 2. He counted all of his deaths. This is why you banned King Arthur times 8. I'm like, you're dedicated to let this guy know that he should have banned
dedicated
King
to this
Arthur.
meme.
That 100% reminds me of the enemy missing meme that Freak and I had against this one guy who was a toxic asshole. You ever hear about that, Bryce?
I don't think so.
All right. So, long story short, a dude gets ganked, right? Blows up on us because an enemy was missing. And he was in our voice chat party, Freak and I, along with, it was a 5-man. He wanted us to be on his amateur team. This was our first practice. Blows up on us because he's a hunter, pushed up the tower, no wards. You know the story, right?
Oh, yeah. The classic
Literally.
hunter
classic.
in lane.
Classic. This was the jungle and solo start where they started together, right? Freak and I got a pick and forced the other one back. He rotated up to their back camps. And then for whatever reason, our solo lane assassin, the enemy one, went to their back camps and fucking killed them there. The enemy back camps, where the old new speed buff is, right?
Oh,
Now,
this is old map. Back.
old map. Yeah. I mean, I said it was the assassin solo lane start.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was season 3.
Well, I was playing a Cucullin. He's pretty busted then. I think
So season 3.
4, yeah. Yeah. So, I'm like fucking 12-1. This happens when I'm like 2-1. Every single time me and Freak got a kill, we would, whatever lane we're in, just fucking spam enemy missing that lane. Every single kill, and me and him popped off all game. Like, every time, until fucking VGS locked us.
Fucking me and Dev and Depp just did something like that to this dude in an arena game. Upset. I'm building stacks. I'm building stacks. By the end of it, we're all just spamming. I'm building stacks. Nobody gives a fuck that you're building stacks in arena. You're an asshole for building stacks in arena in the first place.
Unless you were Cucullin, or not Cucullin, unless you're Kukulkan, you don't build stacks in arena, because fuck you.
Or if you do build stacks, expect to get them from kills.
No, it was at the Olaroon?
Yeah.
Olaroon.
Yeah.
So, new god building warlock staff.
Oh,
Ooh.
In
Jesus.
arena. Like, second item.
The worst thing you do in arena is
The
build
worst thing to
warlocks.
do.
And it's on Oleron, which, why would you ever get that?
Why? I don't know.
Health?
It's dumb.
The health.
Power?
No shit, bro.
Fuck off, bro.
At that point, get Gem of ISO. Like,
Get both. Double down.
no.
Fuck off, bro.
Ethereal staff man.
No.
No.
Hell, he could even
Give
buy
that
ass
a hard
claps.
no.
Oh my god. We got a hat of purgatory today. We got the Staff Master fucking Olerun build.
Oh, Jesus. We're going to play
They're
all around with
health
all
and
the
power.
stabs.
That's what we need.
You know
all
what?
the staffs.
Fro,
Shaftmaster
you know what
himself.
you're gonna do?
What?
Fro, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put that in ideas and shit, because I already got one in the show notes.
Yeah, but they're
I'm running this show.
You say so.
Bryce's games.
Yeah, so that's it, really. Same game. Bakasura died 15 times. I'm not sure how you die 15 times. I can be smashed, not remember who I am half the time, and still not die 15 times, so I don't know what the fuck. Jeez. Well,
Do we
that's
have
it.
permission to go get the clip from VD2 about the no items Thanatos and insert just a quick little 1 minute section right here?
I mean,
Actually, I've heard that's optimal because Thanatos 1 is the most damaging ability in the game.
yeah.
No items, Thanatos.
No items, Thanatos.
I'm
Fire
going to
trap.
refer to my previous statement, but change the direction.
minutes.
Fuck you, Depp.
Who needs items? They're overrated. That's how you assert dominance on the enemy team. You just don't buy any items.
Right. And then you frag,
See,
and
that
you're
makes
like,
sense.
I don't even have any items.
That makes sense. I'm with that.
Yeah.
But if you die a bunch, it's just like, oh, I didn't buy any items. It's
Exactly.
a win-win.
Yeah. Imagine if I bought items, idiots.
Joke's
I still
on
would have
them.
died 15 times, but done 10 times more damage.
What about you, Willow?
All right. I continue the rank grind. I did play a couple games with Fro and Danny Boy. We'll talk about a little bit of that in the hat. One game in particular with those two, we played in an arena. Or no, I'm sorry. Was it the last game we played? I don't think Danny Boy was there. We played an Assault. And,
Bro, I don't know. You haven't even described it yet.
We played an Assault. I got Kernanos. You got Baron Somdi. So we buy our items. We're walking out of lane. There's some VGS going on, spamming, hi. And all of a sudden we hear the ding for a message. And in the message it says,
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
do you make a podcast? And I was like, yes. And he's like, dude, your show
No,
is
it wasn't in the
awesome."
message. It was in the text chat.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the text chat.
Yeah,
In-game
just clarifying
text chat.
for PS plebs.
So we come to find out of a listener, Jesse Ursa. If you're listening, here's your shout out. You played a pretty mean Morgan. I ended up not dying for like the first, 20 minutes of the game. I had like 7,800 gold. Finally, I was like, I just need to die. I literally was doing no damage. So I dove tower, ulted, and ran away. And they killed me. But anyway, that game was really fun. It was so cool having a listener notice us. I think you ended up
Thank
adding
you for
him.
the
Did he end
kind
up adding
words. Probably. I at anyone who interacts with me for the most part and isn't a dick.
you? Yeah, no, he was a pretty cool dude. I appreciated the love. But anyway, other than that, I've been playing a lot of ranked. As I've said in the past, 3-4 weeks, everyone makes fun of me for being in a party chat by myself, but I really can't. I tried not playing in a party chat, and everybody just talks smack and yells at each other. So I jump back in a party chat because I don't want to listen to this stupid in-game idiots.
Can you hook
I
a
mean-
keyboard up and type on PlayStation?
Yes, you can. I haven't yet, but you can do it.
Don't.
You can also
don't-
use
don't
the
do it.
PSN app.
Better
to
not be
type
doing
with
that in your
phone.
rank games.
Oh, I would be the most toxic asshole in my rank game. What the fuck are you fucking doing, you fucking idiots?
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you can,
Wait, if you watch
you can-
old Big Dick Rick stream, him hooking up keyboard probably the worst thing he did for himself. Fucking somebody will do something, you see him turn his chair to the side a little bit, Clickety clack, 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 clack. You listen here, bub. Let me tell you what.
Oh, shit.
Big Rick telling you you're doing something wrong? Never.
Never. But
I'm
anyway,
kidding, Rick. Well, no, I'm not
I have
kidding,
to
but I love you, Rick.
I have to talk about 2 games in particular. Last night, I played 4 games last night, and I lost every game. And no joke, every single game I lost. And I think my most deaths in a game was 7. My personal most deaths.
I
which
can
was
only
pretty
put you
rough.
lose in the description so many times, bud. You gotta give me
know,
something
dude,
to work
but-
with, man. You gotta
Wait,
give
wait,
me
wait,
something
wait.
to work
Hold
with.
on, let me finish. I'm playing mid. I'm getting run at by the first game I play, I'm playing Hera. My jungler is standing in base at 20 seconds into the game, and I'm like, well, I'm fucked. I'm not getting level 2. The Ratatasker realizes that I'm in lane, so he goes from speed to red to lane, which throws off my timing of when he's going to show up. He blinks on me. The Poseidon cripples me. I'm Hera, so it's not really doing anything anyway. But I'm level 1 Hera, and he blinks on me and stuns me. And I'm in the Poseidon whirlpool, and I just die. And like, that literally screws your timing off when your jungler is not in lane, or not on the right spot at the right time, because you're just behind. I'm like, okay, so I'm screwed for the rest of this game. I'm going to be a level down. I just need to farm. My team then continues to run at them. Our level down Naja jungle ends up like, I don't know, 3 levels down by 15 minutes. He's trying to steal their back camps and gets killed. He's trying to invade their red buff and gets killed. He's trying to push their purple buff. He gets killed. He died like 7 times in the first 15 minutes of the game. By 15 minutes, I'm like, get me the fuck out of this game, please. I am so far behind because I have no pressure in mid. Our duo lane is pushed up and getting killed by the Poseidon Ratatasker rotations on cooldown. And our Vimana solo, who's doing okay in game, is just pinging the fuck out of the Naja because they had a raw solo who should have just been dumpstered on. Let's just say at 15 minutes we finally surrendered. I had the lowest deaths on the team with 2. The next lowest was 6. I don't know how people die this much. Like, I was watching a Weekend video the other day and he's like, how do people die 9 times in 10 minutes? What do you do? Apparently, the first time you died, you didn't learn. That didn't work, so stop fucking dying. But anyway,
What's the same
that
people?
was last.
I saw We Can Say one time. Somebody in his chat was like, "You only keep getting kills because you just go in and kill them when they're really low." Weekend's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do." I mean,
I'm a jungler. That's my job.
yeah.
Anyway, that was last night. All my games were pretty much like that. Everybody had more than 5 deaths. I had a mid laner last night who was getting wrecked by a Hebo and was like 0-7 by 6 minutes or something. I'm like, how do you die 7 times in 6 minutes? There's not even that much time in the game. You're more dead than you are alive at that point. That was my night last night. So I get home tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna play 1 or 2 games before we start recording. We're recording a little later than normal. I'm gonna eat and sit down and play a game. It starts out rough, boys. I'm a Kronos. I started out the game 2-0. Like, I played pretty well early. We had really good pressure. They were late to lane. It gave us a free purple buff. But my mid Scylla and jungle... God, who was it? Who was our jungler? It doesn't matter. Oh, Loki. It was a fucking Loki. We're getting dumpstered on by their Hebo Bakasura. I'm like... And everybody... At like 7 minutes, everyone's like, can we get out of this game at 10? I'm like, dude, I'm a Kronos. We're not that far down. We were like 4 kills down at 10 minutes. I'm a Kronos. We have a Scylla mid. We had Vimana and a Horus solo and support. I was like, we can do this. We have a really good late game comp. We have a really good split push comp. They're not going to be able to handle us. And I just do Chronos things. I stand in lane for, I don't know, a long fucking time. I died like 2 times before 20 minutes. I had like 3 kills. We start team fighting. We take Fire Giant. And instead of our Horus ulting away, because he started ulting before we finished Fire Giant, I'm like, he's just getting vision, then we can ult out. I just happened to be standing in his ult because I was trying to pay attention to the Fire Giant. And he ults me into the team fight. Into it. I just get Bakasura crippled and die. And I'm like, thank you. Why would you not? We got Fire Giant for free. Why would you not run away? We get pressured under tower or under Phoenixes. We get to like 30 minutes. I'm getting full build. Arcilla's getting full build. We start chunking. This is like a 45 minute game. I set a timer for an hour to make sure I was done. The timer went off like 2 minutes after I got out of this game. That's how long this game was. So I'm Chronos. I killed all the... I literally killed every tower in the game. Our Loki split pushes, gets a Phoenix. We die at Fire Giant. They push us under Phoenixes. They don't leave and try and push our Titan, and we ended up killing them. We push it down mid. They try and defend against the Loki split pushing again. I split push in the mid lane. We get a mid lane tower. We end up winning 42 kills to 45 kills at 50 some minutes. And I was like, that's Chronos. It felt good to win finally. But again, I have lost so much that I can't get to platinum, and I'm back in gold 2. So that's been my life. Depp, how about you?
Oh boy, got really one game of note. A lot of it was trying to SQA party up, but there was a mode of the day the other day. It was a change up or
No.
change us or something
No,
around,
don't
right?
tell me you enjoy that mode.
Now, it's not that I enjoyed it. It's that I don't think the team we were facing knew what was going on.
That's what I told Bryce would happen.
Nev was like,
Because-
oh yeah, I had a good idea. Let's pick 5 Gebs. You think that works out? No, it doesn't work out at all. They all got fucking shields.
No. So, this is where you pick the gods and the enemy team gets the gods you picked, right?
Yeah, but you can pick all the same god, right?
No.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
Oh.
Not this one. I think it had
Check
red
the
X's
receipts.
for me. No gods the same, confirmed. So
Wait a minute, you didn't even check, liar.
our team picked for them Ravana, Apollo, Awelix, Kobrek, and Ratasker.
Wait a minute, so they all had like getaways basically?
So that's what the enemy team got. They picked for us Ares, Zeus, Amuz and Cobb, Odin, and Poseidon.
Are they dumb?
Who do you think won that match?
I don't think they realized what was happening.
That's what I'm saying. And so we won 30-18 at 11 minutes.
You got to 11 minutes. I would have been surrendering
I
at
was
10.
honestly surprised they didn't forfeit, but we farmed the Ratasker and the Kobraken. They each had 8 deaths. The Ravana kind of knew what was going on. He had the most kills on their team. But yeah, it was surely something. I don't think they knew what the game mode was at all.
Solid possibility.
Solid possibility. Feels bad for them. Other than that, I've been win-lossing, win-loss, win-win, loss. It goes on.
I would
did
love
learn
to have
something
win-loss.
about Bryce this week.
Oh, what'd you learn about Bryce?
Oh no.
Bryce.
Hmm.
What's that one item that you were trying to figure out if you needed to buy an assault?
Oh fuck! It's the fucking the one they go. That's the sound it makes. It's a fucking slappy.
The slappy.
You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a hunter, fucking everybody buys a slappy item. You know what I'm talking about.
Sadly, I do know
would that
exactly
happen
what
to
you're
be-
talking about.
Oboe?
Oh yeah, that's
is.
it.
Yeah.
The slappy
Sorry.
item.
I'm not gonna lie, my
The
wife
slappy
actually
slappy.
hates this meta because of Oboe, and I've been playing carry. I'm not even lying, she fucking has been bitching.
So she hears it. Does she call it the slappy?
No.
It is
What
feels
is that?
bad, man. When
It's
you
annoying.
die to this,
Knock it
when
off.
you die to the, it feels bad.
Well, they're reducing the early game on that item. I think they're nerfing the built-in damage.
They're nerfing
They
the power
already
from
nerfed it.
from 30
Already
to 15 or something like
nerfed
that.
it.
Yeah, it's
Already in
this patch.
effect.
Already nerfed it. Okay. Calm
But
down.
that transition into changes that they are going to be doing soon.
Yes, and I believe that Willow's got the real lowdown on this. Because he watched
right,
the stream.
so-
I tried watching the stream on Mixer, and I couldn't do it.
So the devs have been doing this wonderful thing called Dev Insights. After a patch releases, they come back and tell us how the previous patch went in a what they call the Dev Insight. This week, though, they gave us some spoilers. So the next big patch is going to be our mid-season patch, which is usually a bigger patch. Now, they talked about how a lot of the times there's some sort of change to the map or the buff camps or XP. There's a bunch of changes to how the game plays. But because they did a lot of that stuff with Duel and Joust and Clash, and did they do Arena too? I think they did Arena, at least the big minion. So they've done a lot of the game mode adjustments that they would normally do in mid-season already. So what they're going to be doing is looking at a lot of gods that are really low on the play amount, the play count, and popularity. That's the word I'm looking for. So they're going to be adjusting Thor, which is cool. They said they're going to give a lot more God of Thunder effects. They're going to do Scotty and... Oh gosh, now I got to look at my list. Apollo.
Nike.
I was going to talk about Nike separately, but... and Thoth. And then also, they gave us a spoiler about Nike where they're going to rework. They actually said the word rework. Her 2, which is Call to Action. Is that what it is? Which is going to be pretty big for her.
Plan of action.
Plan of action. Thank you. I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully, this brings some of these other weaker, non-played gods back into the meta.
Well, it's not that Nike's necessarily weak. It's that she doesn't feel good to play, right?
Exactly.
I'm surprised
so they're
Thor's on that
reworking-
list. Thor is consistently, throughout each season, boom, Thor is, never bad, never, too
Thor has been
I think
strong.
really-
He's
touching
always,
his animations,
solid.
not as much his.
Thor is
actual
really
game.
down in the play rate
Okay.
right now. His popularity is way down.
But I just think if that is true, I think that's just like a meta, an ebb and flow of Thor.
Which I agree. But I think they need to do something to bring Thor back into the meta. Also, they're going to be doing a lot of balance changes, which is usually what happens during mid-season patches. They just balance a lot of items, a lot of gods. They are also hinted at adding a new item tree to the items category, the items list. It's supposed to be, from what I've gathered, it's supposed to be for both physical and magical. I don't quite know how it's going to work. They haven't really said much more than that, but it sounds like they're adding something that could be really cool. Hopefully it's like a guardian item. I just don't want it to be masks. You know what I mean? Masks are cool, but I don't want another thing like that. That's a cool thing. Let it be a cool thing.
So I think it's almost gonna be if you're a warrior, only warriors can get this item to make you more of a warrior. is the way they made it sound.
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm excited to see what it is, but yeah, they talked a little bit about it. I do suggest you get on YouTube. Don't watch it on Mixer. The Mixer playback is really buggy. But if you want some information about this, they do have it on their YouTube channel, High Res Studios or Smite Game. What I think it's on both. But anyway, go watch it. It's great. Really good information. Lastly, they are doing 2 things to ranked lobbies, which are going to be awesome. They are officially adding a 3rd ban in the first ban phase. So it's going to be 5 bans on each side. It's going to be 3, then you pick, and then 2, and then you finish picking. They are also talking about the time length that you spend in lobby for a ranked match because it takes so long to ban, and then each person picks. They actually said if everybody takes all the time that they have and they use all the bank time, it's almost 10 minutes of just lobby time. Which if you've been in a lobby where somebody's like, oh, I'm not going to lock in until all the bank time's gone, you feel like you're there for fucking ever. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm guessing they're going to limit the bank or lower the bank time and then limit the pick time so you have to pick a little more rapidly, especially because they're adding a 3rd ban in the ban phase.
Yeah.
In the dev insight, they talked a lot about popularity of gods and changes. I don't want to go into all that stuff. If you want to watch that stuff, go watch the insight. It's really cool, a lot of good information. But I just want to talk a little bit about these spoilers, and I'm pretty excited about this mid-season patch.
For the
yeah, man.
for the ranked shit, I would almost rather sit in lobby in the pick and ban phase for 10 minutes than wait 8 minutes at the home screen. Lower that. Why is it 8 minutes?
Because matchmaking?
Aren't
Their
they
matchmaking system
lowering
just has to
both?
find the...
I think they're lowering both.
Yeah, I think
All
they're
it says
they
is
say
more
they're
bans in
lowering queue
ranked,
time?
shorter ranked lobbies.
I don't think they said they were going to lower queue time.
I might have been just misreading lobbies then. Sorry.
The reason why queue
right
times
there
are
with
so
you, bro.
long is because matchmaking is trying to find the best possible match for you instead of rushing matches where you're getting silver players with diamond players. It's trying to limit those crazy spreads. So it just needs more time to fill the queue before it pops, you know.
All right, I got a big brain idea, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
You
Everybody, sit down. Make sure you're sitting down.
So the max lobby time, like from hitting accept, right? Hit accept, get in the game, do max amount of lobby time. Have that equal like 10 seconds less than the queue time. So when that happens, you can fucking get in another queue right away.
I agree.
I'm game
Hell
with
yeah.
that.
Have lobby time shorter than the queue. Yeah.
Even if it's like 10 seconds, just give me time to load back up and just fucking, I'll spam it. I don't give a fuck. Just let me get back in ASAP.
Well, if you
Well,
get
it
dropped
should
from the lobby, it
automatically
auto
re-queue
queues.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it auto queue. There you go. Nailed
At
it.
8
Duh.
minutes?
Duh.
No, it
yeah,
doesn't
usually
auto-queue
8 minutes
at
to
8
go.
minutes. The auto queue
Okay.
will queue you at the queue timer. Unless the lobby
but Murphy's Law
and
says
if
it's
it's 8
8
minutes,
fucking
it's
minutes.
that motherfucker 8 minutes.
But listen, if you're in a lobby, and even if the lobby resets like 2 picks in, you're still a good 3 minutes into the next queue, so you're only waiting 5 minutes at max. You know what I mean? Unless somebody DCs or leaves the lobby like literally instantly, you're never getting an 8-minute queue.
That's a weird way of saying you always get a motherfucking 8-minute queue. What are you talking about?
Yep.
I'm usually in
Yup.
lobby more than I am queue because somebody leaves last instead of first.
You don't get 8 fucking.
That's
you're
what
the
I'm saying.
highest
When they
priorities
leave
in a row.
last, you auto queue and there's 10 more seconds and you're right into the next match. Wouldn't that just be a perfect little system?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. But that's
what
it's
I'm
just-
saying.
That
Just
sounds
make
like
it
something
next
that I
time.
need to bring up to my Olympian.
Yeah.
Do
Hey.
you know who I'd contact about that?
Yeah. Fucking
I think it's Kitten
Killer
of Doom
XD
or
Pro.
the Mighty
Get your ass
Sword.
on this. Yeah, Mighty Schward. It's Schward, by the way.
Schwar, that's what it is.
Schward.
I think your local Olympian is probably wildmonkeydesign.com.
Oh,
Or
shit.
you
Better
could go
than
to the
Depp.
Bot G.
You know, it's funny you
Teesprings.
say that. because while we do have a bitchin' logo, you can find that logo on a lot of the products on our Teespring store.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Link in the description. Hell yeah, dude. Get yourself some bocce leggings. Do it, Bryce.
You got thongs?
Oh, now we
If you
got.
cut
Do
the
we-
leggings up enough, you can have a thong.
Do we need to get them?
Does it have Fro's face or your logo?
So Fro's beard should show up right where the scrote goes.
Mm.
All right. So I'm thinking either it should have a Kuzumbo face or
No.
the bocce Hey Ladies.
Mm.
Ooh. Hey, ladies across the booty, if you know what I mean.
Hell yeah, like the pink fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. That oh yeah was the most like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no, you ignored Depp when he does his oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Fucking. What else? What's mainly? Is it like a whole? You got coffee cups and shit, or just t-shirts?
We got
got a
T-shirts,
little
coffee
bit of
cups, a
everything
poster,
sprinkled
a
in.
Bryce,
towel,
we have leggings.
leggings.
We have leggings, Bryce.
We got
Leggings.
phone cases.
That's how you know it.
Oh yeah,
is
we have
when
phone
you,
cases.
Yeah, dude, we got leggings. Hashtag justice for thick girls.
Justice for thick girls, get your leggings.
I'll wrap
Wear 'em as
myself
pants.
in the shower curtain with
judged at
Flint's
Walmart.
face on it while I wear bocce leggings.
The fuck yeah.
Beautiful.
No, you could just shower theme, Bryce. Bryce, you just shower theme. You get a towel from us, and you get the Flint shower curtain.
Hell yeah.
Well, you're also a poster guy. You check out that fucking poster. That legitimately is fire as
No,
fuck.
legit, our poster is fire.
Fire.
I mean, why would I buy it if it's on fire?
Moving on.
He's got a good point.
Moving
Because
on.
it's going to bring the house down.
That's even worse idea.
That's a brand new house. What are you trying to do?
Right? I fucking wouldn't do that. What are you talking about? All right.
Collect insurance. What?
I mean, I'm not trying to get rid of my
Insurance
car.
Nah.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Put the poster across the back window. What?
Oh, I fucking promised my daughter that if she has a 3.0 when she gets her license, I would give her my Mustang. And as soon as I said that, I'm
No,
like,
you should have raised that up
I
to a 3.5.
immediately
3.0 is
regret
easy.
this.
Oh, yeah. Especially,
I
you know,
would regret
kids when they
that.
first get their license and shit, she's going to be fucking driving that shit straight into a
Wait,
fucking
Fro.
guardrail.
It's got to be high school cumulative
Yeah, all together.
It's not, I mean,
altogether over all her classes.
good luck fucking helping pay for the insurance, though, because you're going to have to fucking get a job.
Dude, insurance for girls is cheaper than insurance for guys. Be thankful.
Inequality in this fucking country.
All right.
Yeah, but I also
wait a
live in
minute.
Michigan.
Can
and
we
we
move
have
on?
Oh,
This isn't
welcome
the
to
Democratic
Battleground of the
debate.
Gods. Hey. Oh shit.
We mentioned
All
cheaper car insurance, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, what's that?
right. All right. Up next, we have Battleground University. At your request, Kumbhakarna, the
Oh.
sleeping giant.
Wait,
Residents.
I got another question. Nev,
Legitimately the resident sleeper.
Nev, do you have all the abilities open to read this?
You what, robot, my friend?
All right, ignore me then. Moving on.
Moving
He
on.
said, can you read the abilities? You got your shit open to read abilities.
Kumbhakarna's first ability is passive.
Oh, this is perfect.
It's sleepy. Kumbhakarna does not die when he reaches 0 health. Instead, he
Bruh.
falls asleep.
Bruh.
Awaken after 8 seconds at 25% health and mana. Unless hit with 6 basic attacks plus 1 every 5 levels while sleeping, this passive has a 240-second cooldown. Now, it should be noted that while you are sleepy, you can still mez people with your Mighty Yawn, which we'll get to here in a bit. It will keep you alive so well.
1 out of every 50 times.
Right?
You know what? I did it 3 times in a game, so I don't want to hear it.
Those people were bad.
Maybe.
Or you
but-
had really good teammates that were like around you
Yeah.
when you're passive procced.
Maybe.
Whereas when I get that passive procced, my team is gone.
Yep,
They're like,
usually.
oh, Kumba's down, we out. No. Kumba's first ability, Throwback. It's a dash that affects your enemies. It's magical damage, range 45. Kumbhakarna sleepily runs forward. If he hits an enemy, he stops and deals damage. If the enemy is a minion, he throws them, dealing increased damage to each enemy they hit. The damage is 70 up to 350 with 50% scaling. And the flying minion damage is 90 up to 370 plus 60% of your magical power. This is a 60 mana cost up to 80 at max rank, and it is a flat 13-second cooldown. Not a bad wave clear ability. It also helps you move around and get close in or out.
If you're playing Kumba
Oh,
and
yes.
and you think that you need to clear the wave, then you're wrong. This is a really good movement ability. It does do a little bit of clear, but you're usually a
So
support.
it's less clear, and it's more you can use this to poke.
Yeah, that I agree with. It's a nice little poke tool. If somebody's trying to back in front of you, you can bop a minion into them. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Now, Groggy Strike, his second ability. This is usually the one that I'm picking up first on the Conquest map. It's a line ability, affects your enemies, does magical damage, range 40. Kumbhakarna smashes down, damaging all enemies in front of him and rooting them. Damage is 90 up to 290 plus 50% of your magical power. It is a 2-second root flat across all ranks. And it costs 50 up to 70 mana, and it is on a flat 10-second cooldown.
This ability does work early game because it's a 2-second root. Level 1, most people don't get their jumps.
Level 1,
A lot of
2-second
the
root.
A lot of the times, people don't get their movement ability second because they think they need their clear. If you're playing against a Kumbhakarna and you don't get your jump or your movement ability at level 2, you're probably dead because between his what's it called? God, man. Groggy Strike and then his Mighty Yawn, you are just standing still for fucking ever.
Yes. Now, speaking of Mighty Yawn, this is Kumbhakarna's third ability. It's an area ability, affects your enemies. It has a radius of 25 going out in all directions from Kumbhakarna. He lets out a Mighty Yawn that mesmerizes all enemies in range. If awakened early, enemies have their attack speed and movement speed slowed. Kumbhakarna may use this ability while asleep, which is his passive. The mes duration is 1 second, scaling up to 3 seconds at max rank. So that's 0.5 per level. The slow duration is 1, scaling up to 2 seconds. And it's a 40% slow, and the attack speed debuff is 30, scaling up to 50%.
Really good
Attack
against those
speed.
auto attackers.
Debuff. Oh, yeah. This is why he dominates the duo lane. And this costs 50, scaling up to 70 mana per use, and it's on a flat 15-second cooldown.
So this
And lastly,
hold on, let me before we go
ahead.
on. This is a really good ability to level up early. I've been playing a little bit of Kumbhakarna lately, and leveling this second, or you get a couple points in the 2 and then starting to level this, because first of all, the mes time is longer, your attack speed duration, or attack speed slow duration is, or attack speed strength is stronger, the slow is great. This ability scales really well, so getting points into it early is really strong, especially when you're playing support. If you're going damage, then you're probably not leveling this.
How long's the attack speed debuff?
I think it's a flat. I think
The
it's.
atta-
Go ahead.
it's the duration is 1 up to 2 seconds. I believe it's the same as the slow.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But it goes up to 50% at rank 5, which is a lot. You're cutting somebody's attack speed in half.
50%. Yeah, that's pretty monster. So I pick up the Groggy Strike first, then I even go Mighty Yawn, or I might pick up Throwback first, depending on how aggressive the enemy team is. The Yawn can definitely help you get out, but also the Dash with Throwback can be useful. So it depends really more on your play style. I definitely recommend maxing the Yawn first. And then Kumbhakarna's 4th ability. It's a dash. Epic Uppercut. Affects your enemy's magical range 30, so it's a bit shorter than your Throwback dash. The initial damage is 75 up to 175, plus 15% of your magical power. And the landing damage, this is where Kumba slaps. It's 250 up to 650 at max rank, plus 40% of your magical power. They are in the air for 2.2 seconds. This costs 100 mana, is on a 75-second cooldown.
This is your ultimate setup ability. You're going to use this on a squishy, and when they come down, they are going to get blown up by your mid laner or your jungler or whatever. Unless you get to really late game, then you're going to look to CC the backline with your Groggy Strike or Mighty Yawn, and then you're going to try and use this as a peel device to help your backline get out. So you're going to look to...
Or
Go ahead.
you do the roller coaster team comp.
Oh, Jesus. How did I know this is coming?
And you have a Neja and a Yanis and an Akwang. Yeah, let's do that.
By the way, we did that for one hat, by the Bryce, and it was when Define Pride was on, and they were able to pull that off in 100-0 someone. They literally Yanis portaled them right into a Kumba ult, right into Najah, and then ended with the Ao Kuang.
That's awesome.
Didn't they also have a Morgan?
No, they played Siege.
Wait. I don't think they ended with the Ao Kuang, because they used him to go up and down too. So it was like 4 consistent up and downs. Well, Giannis is a down.
Now,
But they're
I have
upset.
to say this before we move on, since we're still talking about Epic Uppercut a little bit. If you are playing with a Kumba and you are like 2v1ing or it's like a 3v3 and you're looking for a little bit of a team fight, don't use your abilities to do damage until the Epic Uppercut. I promise you, because as soon as you try and use your ult, the Kumba's going to Epic Uppercut and you're going to miss. I had a Medusa do this 3 times in the game. By the 3rd time, I was like, dude, just wait for me to use my ability. I promise you he will come back down and you can do the same damage. Missed the Medusa ult 3 times because I Epic Uppercutted.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, I only have like 7 games with Kumba, but it's a 85% win rate in Conquest for me. I will attempt to Groggy Strike the enemy. They are rooted for 2 seconds. Plenty of time for me to wander on up to them. Use my Mighty Yawn. They are mezzed. If you got it maxed out, that's a whole nother 3 seconds that they are not moving. And then as you see the mez running out of time, you can Epic Uppercut them. And then that's a 2.2 seconds of hang time, not to mention the damage that you've thrown on them. So they have been CC'd for 2, 3, and another 2.2.
Well, you're forgetting the diminishing
for
return
several
on the
seconds.
Mighty Yawn, but yes, otherwise it's very close math.
No, I don't think there's damage or diminishing return on the Yawn by that
Yes.
point. I guess maybe...
You
Yeah, I
hit him
guess
with
if
1
if they're
CC
standing in
and
the
the
root the whole
DR
time.
stacks start.
Yeah,
So
I
if
guess
you
you're
hit him
right.
with any if he's hit with any CC beforehand. So even if like your ADC hit him with like a slow or I don't know, like an Artemis step on the trap, you will be DR'd through all that. Just bringing that up. But the math is still pretty fucking close. Pro level differences.
You're still
You're
like
gonna
7
lose the
seconds.
0.2 seconds of knockup. No, I'm kidding. But
No, really,
It's-
that'd be about what you lost,
Yeah,
realistically.
exactly.
Unless the stacks
Yeah.
were high.
it's gonna be like 8-9 seconds of a single enemy, and probably more if you caught multiples in the yawn, being crowd controlled and literally not moving. It's a wondrous setup, but the drawback is, I mean, you're probably not gonna have a lot of magical powers, Kumba. You know, you're really looking to be a true support, giving your allies the auras and building protections to stay alive.
So, Kumba is one of those gods that's really fun to just play damage. If you watch BMT at all, they were on the show. They're great guys. They love to play Kumba like almost full damage. It's hysterical. He can do a lot of damage. His numbers are pretty good. But in all reality, you're building support. You're building Gauntlet of Thebes, maybe a Sob, maybe a Heart Ward, maybe a Spirit Robe. He's really good with Stone of Binding because he has a ton of CC, so he's proccing it all the time. Spirit Robe is great on him. It allows you to continue to move, reduce that CC. But again, you're not doing
And
the
with
damage.
Kumba, you're looking to set up for the team. So especially like a Pythags or a Shogun's Kusari, where your team benefits a lot from the extra damage. That's gonna help too. And what did we talk about the other episode? A Frenzy.
Oh, Frenzy's great. I love Frenzy on Kumba. Because you're giving your team bonus damage while you're also reducing the enemy team's attack speed with your mez.
Oh, I gotta bring this up. So, you said that the attack speed reduction of 50% would cut their attack speed in half. That's not how the attack speed actually
it's not
works.
exactly.
It's just
it would
another
work against
technicality.
their attack speed bonuses and such.
Just throw it out there. We don't want to educate people wrong.
Yeah, no, I
Yep.
hear you.
But if they're maxed out at 2.5 attack speed, you knock them down to 2. That's a good chunk of damage.
That's
One
also
less
not how it
auto.
works, Depp.
How does it work, Fro?
The percentile's all based on their base attack speed. Attack speed items affect each god differently, based on their attack speed. Their actual base level 1 attack speed.
Yeah. So every god gets a base number of attack speed. When you get items, you get percent attack speed, so it increases your attack speed based on the percent. If you're reducing the attack speed by a percent, it reduces their base attack speed by that percent. Then it adds on the percentages of the attack speed that they earned from their other items. So really, depending, you're getting closer to a quarter.
It's too much. It's different on every god.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm hearing is it's a significant amount. And
Yeah,
it
it's
will
a
reduce
significant.
their
Yes.
damage output.
Yes, it is. Just had to clarify
Agreed.
for our listeners here.
Where's Flare Boot when you need him?
Oh. So, any good matchups for Kumba that we really know about? Any
Roller coaster.
channeling abilities are good. You can mez your opponent out of channeling abilities.
I like Kumba into Bacchus a lot.
Yep.
If the enemy
it's a
team has a channeled ability, or if they have gods without movement abilities,
Yep.
he works really good with that root and the knockup. They really just can't get away from him. He'll tear a mage apart. And he does, like, mid-game enough damage to actually kill you, even though he's building tank and you're a mage. Like, he can potentially
He's
just fuck you up.
obnoxious. This is the thing that I want to talk about playing as Kumba. In the early game, like the first 15 minutes or so, when you're still in that 2v2 in the duo lane, and then you're transitioning to the 3v3 in mid lane, and you're doing a lot more rotating around the map, you're looking to be the setup guy. You're looking to catch a jungler out with his jump down, or you're looking to push mid lane on their mid. Let's say it's a Ra. You aggress on the Ra. He's got nothing to get away except for his movement speed, but he can't do that if he's rooted. So you can play really aggressive in that first 15 to, let's say, 20 minutes when you're still when you're not quite 5-man fighting. When you get to late game and you start doing the fire giant dance and you're looking at diving towers and you're defending, at that point, your job switches from setup to support. Your CC is to make sure that your carries can do the damage by keeping them alive, not by setting them up. If your Scylla is getting dove at 20 minutes by the jungler, it's your job to mez that jungler and help the mid kill them. If your ADC is getting pressured by the solo laner, it's your job to ult that solo laner so that your ADC can continue to do the damage. Like, a lot of people forget that as a support, your job transitions from setup to peel. Like, peel is super important. Kumba does it probably.
Well, that is a bit
better
situational of your god too, because some just stay at your setup, because your kind of depends on your jungler or your assassin and your.
If you're
your solo
also
lane.
like if you're able to play like super aggressive and dive them a lot, then yeah, that's great because they're not on your backline anyway. So the peel is unnecessary so you can use your abilities to set up. But you got to remember, it's your job as a support to keep your carries alive. The solo laner is not going to turn around and help. The jungler is looking to pick their backline, so he's not going to be turning around to help. It's your job to keep your mid and ADC alive. So pay attention to that. If you can continue to aggress and set them up over and over again, great. But a lot of the times you need to remember, I got to peel for my Scylla. I got to peel for my Jingwei. It's my responsibility to do that. And I see a lot of supports, especially lately, who are playing these great setup gods that forget by 25 minutes their job is changed. And then their jungler goes off and is getting double kills on your squishies. And that's your job. That's your fault at that point.
So, moving on to items to pick up for them. All right. I'm actually going to start off with the one item that's like questionable whether you should ever even buy it on him.
Oh,
Mystical
God, please
Mail.
never buy this item. Never buy this item on him.
It will break your mez.
Immediately.
Every time. Within a second.
So, in case anyone doesn't know, Mez, the form of crowd control, is similar to a stun in that you cannot move or use any abilities, but the crowd control is broken by damage from an enemy god.
That slappy item that Bryce was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Kumba
That
hates
will
that
break
item.
your Mez.
All right. So items you should pick up on them, really just build the typical support ones. I mean, the ones we always say whenever we bring up a Guardian. But I have 2 personal honorable mentions for him. Well, 3 really. Stone of Binding. All the dude does is fucking CC you.
Yep.
You got Wingblade and Witchblade. Both
Both really
situational,
good.
want to pick which one up. But he has very short
Can I throw in
dashes
one
and no
more with
leaps.
that?
So, well, you can just move on to your next after this. Or you move into yours. So you got your Wingblade because he's got shit mobility. Like a short little dash and then his ult, which is a short one. Or
He's a chunky
Witchblade
boy.
because he already... And Midgardian Mail. Tacked on with the Witchblade
Oh,
because he
Midgardian
already
Mail
has
is
an attack
my least
speed.
favorite thing.
Mid-Guardian, strong.
He's already got built-in attack speed slow and movement speed slow. So pick those to exacerbate it. All right, Willow, go ahead.
I just wanted to add one more in that rotation of those 3. I think Relic Dagger is another situational one. If they're running double ADCs, Witchblade is great. If they have a lot of slows, Wingblade is great. But if you don't have a lot of those things, then Relic Dagger is extremely strong, especially as a support It's got great health. It's got a little bit of movement speed, and it brings your relics up a lot faster. We talked about that a little bit with Frenzy last week? Yeah, last week. So Relic Dagger's been great in his build. Personally, I like cooldown boots, but tank boots are great because you are the one in their face. You're looking to do the groggy strike. You're looking to do your mez. You're alting. You're standing in the middle of a lot of fights. Those tank boots are going to keep you alive. They give you good prots early. They have their passive that gives you a little bit more prots each time you take some damage. It's got good health. They're wonderful. Those are my items. If you're building them in solo lane,
real quick,
you want to build a solo
couple
lane.
allies. Yeah, like there's the items for him are pretty typical. He doesn't really stand out in any aspect. For allies or gods that he works well with, besides the ones that need you, obviously, like, oh, you can hold them down, blah, 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 you know, your Zeus, your Poseidon, and all that. His Mez is really fucking cheeky to combo with a Medusa. Which is funny because you mentioned the Medusa earlier. You had, yeah, because you can literally, you don't even got to ult. You can just Mez, and they can't turn their camera for 3 seconds. It's literally better than an Athena taunt for securing that. Just Mez them, and oh, look at that. I'm just going to look right at you. Here it goes. That was like my one.
Just let me move over to this side and take a little peek, and there's my ult.
And one god that I don't think he works great with is Cucullin, because A, he's probably buying Mystical Mail, and B, he's a walking mystical mail.
Yeah.
Your
It feels
CC
bad
will be
when
broken.
it feels really bad when you play Kumba and you use your Mez and like a Zhongqi 1 takes him out of it, and you're like, fuck, god damn it.
Yep. Or you use your Mez and the Kook Tornado lands on top of him right afterwards, and you're like,
Right
well,
after,
fuck
yeah.
it, here he comes. At least you're slowed.
How about you, young Bryce? You got any opinions on kumbhakarna?
Soul Reaver.
Dude, the proc build
realize
on
we
this
had
guy with
BMT on.
Rangdas, oof.
What else? What about you guys might have said it. The Stone of Binding shit. Did you say that one?
Oh, that one's
Hell
wonderful.
That was the first one I said.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
that
You
Medusa?
said Mystical Mail first, idiot.
No, I
The
said don't buy
Medusa in that
Mystical Mail.
game,
Noob idiot.
fuck off, you two. The Medusa in that game, I went
Jeez.
I went
Willow's
boots,
hashtag toxic blade.
toxic,
Toxic.
blade.
There it is.
Blade.
Again.
I went boots, Gauntlet of Thebes, Stone of Binding, Spirit Robe. So I had a pretty decent balance of protections. I had a little bit of damage to help. It adds that shred. And the Medusa in chat in the game was like, dude, your build is shit. It's like, okay, so you think that Stone of Binding is bad even though it's giving you more damage for free. And I'm giving you protections with my Gauntlet of Thebes. And
Seems
I have more
legit.
cooldown because I have Spirit Robe and I can use my ult and my Mez more. Like, fuck off. I know what the fuck I'm doing in support.
All right.
You're racking
So
up
I
a
think
lot
we're
of
pretty
L's,
much
but you
so.
know what you're doing, Willow. That's half the battle.
I think we're pretty much so wrapping up on the Kumba here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, Ash
Final
Basham,
thoughts.
this is for you. Thank you for
Yeah.
putting in a Battle U request. If anyone else has
Well-
any requests for Battle U, let us know in the feedback channel on our Discord. We will get to it.
We have a couple
Blink's
more
only
for
relic,
Ash.
too. First item, Blink Relic.
Oh, I
Get it.
do like Blink on him. But with Frenzy right now, it's hard to get Blink unless you're...
Blink's,
Well-
Frenzy, and Sprint are good ones to pick.
I like
depending on how
Shell
you
right
wanna
now,
play.
too.
Well, hold up, you
If
mad
you're not
lads.
building
Hold
Blink
up.
as one of your relics
Shell's
for
good for peel.
anybody, then you're doing it wrong.
You're right.
So the reason I was asking if we're pretty much wrapping up here is because Willow mentioned the Gauntlet of Thebes and a support build, and I wanted to rant real quickly.
Okay.
If you are fucking playing support, what in the world makes you think aura items are bad? I hate the supports that don't pick any of that shit up. They're just like, no, I'm gonna go breastplate Genji's. Fuck you, I'm Kumba. I'll just CC him
No
all the time.
joke.
Like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't
Gotta get
understand
Pythagorean
the
space on 'em.
concept of you literally giving your allies protections, your allies MP5, your allies of HP5, reducing the enemy's protection, reducing the enemy's power, like, there are so many things you can do to help everybody out or hurt, the ally or the enemies just in your build. And these fuckers always build, like, selfish bullshit. That's for the fucking solo laner. You can't do that. You can't.
I literally, in
Be a
that
fucking
Chronos
support.
game today, had a Horus build first item Runeforge. I was like, hello?
Runeforge?
What are you
not Blackthorn?
doing? No, Runeforge. Blackthorn, I love on him. It gives you great cooldown early. It gives you good health. Like, Blackthorn,
No,
I am all for.
That item does go against what we just ranted about, but the fact that keeps it so you can have more mana on a healer is different.
Yep.
That's
exactly.
why. And because Horus
Exactly.
stomps early if you do that.
And then you go into a Gauntlet of Thebes, or you
That's
start
an
your Saw of Heartward or whatever. I really like Genji's on him. I'm not gonna lie, I think Heartward's kind of out of the meta. Genji's just so good. Genji's
Well, Oni's is still pretty prevalent.
Oni's is really good. Genji's is really good on cooldown gods. Shogun's is great when you have a double hunter. Like, there's just some really good items. And Heartward has fallen off. I think that whole tree, except for Pestilence, is kind of weak right now. I really think they need a buff in that tree.
Well, yeah, why would you build most of any of that?
Pestilence
See, I'm going to
is
have
the
to
only
argue
real
with
one.
that because Talisman, man. Talisman has a place.
I'll give you, Talisman has a place. If you are really stomping and you're pressing really hard and you have really good chase potential, Talisman is great. I love Talisman on Ganesh because he needs a little bit of...
Willow, you're missing it, bud.
What am I missing?
What relic did you say is in meta right now?
Frenzy.
Combine that with the free attack speed you give everybody with your fucking Talisman. They build free magical on the enemy team, and I'm loving it. Yeah,
I don't disagree with you, but then you're looking at...
Do that combo.
Then you're looking at Shogun's Kusari, which is great. And then you're looking at Genji's Guard, which gives you great cooldown. And then you're looking at Pestilence, which is really important because healers are in meta again. Then you're looking at Emperor's Armor, which is really strong for sieging and defending. And you're looking at Mystical Mail against Double Hunters. There's just so many good items that I love Talisman of Energy situationally. It just really doesn't have a place in the core build.
See, I find it more in a place where I need
Energy.
super tank, and I haven't been able to build a lot of HP.
I really like
that 300
Relic
solid.
Dagger 6 right now.
Yeah, well, it's all again. Anyways, rant over. Do host stuff.
Well, no, actually, it's funny that we're talking about support items, and this past week's Hat of Purgatory
I love it.
support through fear. Hades in the duo lane as your support.
All right.
Willow,
So
how did that go for you, bud?
I played this game twice, and the only reason I played it twice is Danny Boy. That's all I have to say. We're in lobby, and I pick Hades. I pick Hades, and he's playing mid, and he picks Ra, or he's hovering Ra, and I'm like, okay, that'll work well. I'll CC them, and he can come in and use this snipe. Great. So the game is getting closer to login. He still hasn't locked in, and he hits the X button on his controller and switches to Hell, and he doesn't realize it at first. And there's like 5 seconds left in the timer. He's like, oh shit, I didn't want to play Hell. 2 seconds. I can't get back to Raw. 0 seconds, locked in. I'm like, oh god. Danny Boy goes, I have never played Hell other than one game, and I fed. At 10 minutes, I was like, get me the fuck out. I said, I will play this again. You are feeding your brains out.
Feels bad.
And I get it. He played. I don't remember who he played against, but whoever he was playing against was playing really well, and he just doesn't know the character. He doesn't know how to rotate his abilities. It's really hard to play Hell at a decent level when you've only played her twice. I give it to him. I understand. I was like, dude, I'm not bashing you. This is a new god for you, but holy shit. And Fro here goes, "It's a hat. We can't surrender." And I'm like, "Dude, I'll do it again, please." So he denies the first 10-minute surrender that I popped. It was like 10:05, and I'm like, "Get me out." So we end up playing another 3 minutes. We still die another 5 times. I was like, "Please, Fro, please." By that point, he's like, "Yeah, you're right. Let's get out." So we get out of the game. We get in the next game. Fro gets Poseidon jungle. I don't remember what Danny played. He didn't feed his brains out, whatever it was. He played pretty well. And we had some fun. I had a ton of fun. There's one highlight play that we had. I was in duo lane. There was like a 3-man rotation. The mid lane, the jungle, and the support all show up in lane. I think Danny Boy was ADC, to tell you the truth. I save Danny. Fro rotates out. I hit a huge ult. The Ganesh is running away out of my ult. Somehow he's getting out of my ult. I think he dashed just outside of the ult. Fro hits him with his 1 on Poseidon and knocks him back into my ult, and I get the kill. I was like, that's it. That's the play right there. We ended up getting a like 15-20 minute surrender from them.
That felt so good.
It was
Literally
so
got
good.
out of the ult and then knocked back right into it. It's like, oh.
It was so good.
Get
He's
shit
like,
out
"I'm
there.
out." Oh, fuck, I'm in. But yeah, we had a couple fun plays like that. I hit another 4-man ult later in the game. They couldn't do anything to us. I built really tanky and really healthy, and it was so much fun. I don't remember my score line. I was like 4-2-18 or something like that. So it was a good time.
Oh yeah, brother. It's always good to hear when you get the hat of purgatory that turns out all right. Next week's hat of purgatory, liquid hot magma. We've got Pele and Soul in the duo lane. Because they're both fire gods.
Hell yeah.
Alien Soul. Let's go.
Pele.
So in the chat right now, I just posted a picture of me months ago saying something almost identical to this. Dep, you idea thief.
I think he got it from ideas and shit.
Got him.
Receipts.
I did.
Yeah.
I
This
took
is
my
like,
idea.
many under mine. By the way, there's like 3 other in ideas and shit that Dep literally just reset on his own.
Well, you know
Was
what,
it the
bro?
support
I made the
Hades?
show notes, so I picked the...
Hey, you don't even normally do that. I'll let you do it.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is your consolation prize.
This is my consolation prize. I finally got the challenges I want. But we need to decide who's doing this. The Xbox or the PlayStation? Does anybody have a coin? Or should our guest decide for us?
I say we make Bryce do it.
All right.
No, I'm kidding.
So-
You won't be here to talk about it next week.
We're going to go with PlayStation. Caveat. Got to build Toxic Blade on Pele.
Oh, fuck.
Toxic Blade on everybody?
Everybody. I thought it was just Pele and Soul, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's different from his show notes. It says, and any other god with fire, in quotations. Or not the
okay.
show notes, and the ideas and shit.
Toxic
Oh,
Blade.
yeah, so
Yes.
if you guys want, you can add in Agni and Ares. Both gods that got fire abilities. And you know what? If you've got the magma...
Any of the Ragnarok skins.
Yep.
There's a Scotty, the
Jormungandr's
Dragon
got
Scotty skin. There's a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to make it hot in here.
Chiron. Chiron's got that Hell Rider skin.
Oh,
No.
that's a good one.
Constable Moose Jaw or nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You right.
He doesn't have any other skins.
Okay there, bud.
Sorry, bud.
Okay. Sorry, bud.
If you're not sorry, bud, you're
Sorry
fabulous.
for being sorry.
I don't want to be fabulous.
Sounds like a fun time. PlayStation feels bad. Last week's Community Corner, we asked the community if they were the owner of an esports team. What would their team name be, and what would their logo be? I'm going to throw this one over to Nev.
All right, so we learned last week that Nev can't read, but here we are.
Well,
Nev's reading.
At least,
all right.
At least Willow reads much better than he writes. So,
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
Ricochet shot. Sorry, Willow. That was mean.
It's okay. I
Why the
understand.
drive-by? Why the drive-by?
Well, first up, we have Danny Boy chiming in. My esports team would be Primal Esports. Primal is in all caps, by the way. Or Primal GG. Main colors would be silver, black, and red. Logo would be a gray razorback gorilla with a head set on, screaming out our team logo on the shirt. See, alright. It doesn't help when you guys write confusing shit like that. With a headset. One word, not two.
No. You read it as they write it. We've done it
That's
just
on
like
them.
that before. Yeah, we'll roast them. We'll
a-
roast them for being Willow.
With a headset on, screaming out our team name on the shirt. He would also be stepping on a controller or a computer tower and crushing an Xbox and a PS4 controller in both hands. Not to mention how dope the team names would be. Example, Primal _ Rage. Primal _ Depvea.
Hey.
Primal _ Instinct. Primal _1 _ Shot. Boom.
You know what gets me about names like this? And I think it's just because I play Smite now. I remember, like, growing up, right? You get in some guild, you apply on their website, you're like, here I come. I'm ready to join the Dix clan. And then everybody, like, everybody in the
Dix
game.
clan.
Everybody in the game
You must
has,
change your
like,
name to something Dick.
Yeah. And then, like, I guess my opinion is different if you're on an actual esports team, which is what this would be, right? Like FaZe Clan, everybody has FaZe in their name. But in Smite, when I see people like Fluffy Bananas, Fluffy Peanut Butter, Fluffy Unicorn, it's like, you're dumb.
So what if you ran into a team that was Ra sniped Lenin and Rama sniped JFK and Thoth
You got those
sniped
backwards,
Lincoln? Yeah, whatever they are. I don't remember all the combinations.
At least there's some creativity in that. I'll let that one slide.
All right. I know
But
some
when you're
people that
like
might have
two
alternative
fucking Joe
accounts like
Schmoes
that.
like us, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, fucking, my name's Pancake Butter. My name's
Whoa, you calling us
Pancake
Joe Schmoes?
Syrup. I
Bro,
mean,
we're Bot G. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
XV.
XD.
All right. Moving on, we got Coffin Monkey. My team name would be Coffin Monkeys, Coffin Monkeys. So the first one has the apostrophe after the S. This is a spelling lesson for Willow. So it has an
thanks.
apostrophe after the S, which indicates that it's a possessive, and then the second
plural.
one is plural, but he spelled it wrong. So I guess this isn't really a...
It's not
Spelling
a spelling
I
lesson
think this is
after
more
all.
of a grammar lesson.
Our colors would be brown and dark brown, like this. Coffin emoji, monkey emoji. The mid's name
I swear
would
to
be
God, Nev,
Coffin Monkey.
if you read this, you
Also,
better just
she's
shorten
reading
this
it.
up.
Know what I'm saying?
I'm
She's
reading.
reading it. The community posted. We say that we'll read the community posts.
Yeah.
The
Don't spell
jungle's
'em
name
out.
would be Coffin Monkey. The first O is a 0. The ADC's
You're so
name would be
fired.
Coffin Monkey. The O in Monkey is a 0. The support's name would be Coffin Monkey. Both O's are 0s. And the solo's name would be George.
I'm down with the George,
George.
though. I like that. I like the George.
But what if somebody wanted
So-
to be Coffin Monkey? You know?
The mid was Coffin Monkey.
But what if somebody, you know, they got a new player and that person wanted to also be Coffin Monkey? You know?
Lowercase.
Look, we
c.
got 3s and E's and 1s and I's. But moving on.
Yeah. Well, so my question is that George of the Jungle or is that Curious George?
I think it might be Curious George.
Okay. I feel it. He's curious. Gets into a little bit of trouble every now and then. Little silly boy. All right.
Glacier chimes in, longtime listener, first time caller here. Ooh, just saw this, but I'm going to troll and join in here. My team would be called Pentachill GG. Logo would be my PFP with the big boy design on all sorts of hoodies and shizzle.
Oh, yeah.
They got a pretty decent logo. I like it. Fits the name. It's a mountain.
Yeah.
Adios says, I don't have a full idea, but my team name would be Mr. Worldwide,
Settle down,
and the
Pitbull.
team is only allowed to play gods with semi-global or global ultimates and Pitbull as the coach.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, Bryce.
I didn't. Oh, shit. My bad. I was making a joke. I didn't even see it in the disc. Oh, that's awkward. My bad. I took all the glory.
Oh, man. That feels
It's my
bad.
joke, bitches.
All right, we have a new listener joining us, Fire and Light. When they were tryharding in Overwatch, they say, I was trying to put an organization together, Overwatch, Smite, League of Legends teams called Assassins Esports, or Assassin Esports, no S at the end there, sorry about that. And they actually posted a logo in
Which
the
is pretty
Discord,
fire.
and that is a
That
sick-ass
looks
logo.
pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah. And they said the main support made it.
It's a
Guy
ninja.
with a hoodie and the little
Just
up
for
over the
people,
nose
who
mask.
listen.
Got some long knives in his hands with green trails off of it into a scarf.
If he was
Like it.
in D&D, this motherfucker would be a rogue with some poison daggers. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hell yeah. But this isn't D&D, so we're not saying
So it's Loki.
Yeah,
is
no,
what you're
no.
saying.
it's Loki. That's modern Loki. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You say Loki needs another skin? All right, I'll let them know. Moving on.
What do they call it? What are the cool kids?
Fro,
Parkour.
as
Parkour Loki.
Olympian, I'm gonna need you. Parkour Loki. There we go. Oh, I
Dude.
like it.
All right. Yeah. All right. That might get suggested.
Heck yeah, bud.
If you guys don't mind, I feel like I should probably read this next one.
What if we do mind?
All right, go ahead, Bryce. Read it.
I mean, it's just a hypothetical, really.
Well, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you can read it, man. We don't mind.
All right, team name, The Core. If you couldn't tell by my screen name, LOL. By the way, this is from Lantern 25 Green. Jungle is fear. You don't get it? Green Lantern?
What's that to do with the corpse?
Green Lantern
The
Corps.
Green
It's
Lantern
like
Corps?
all of the Green Lanterns.
No. Okay.
Get your lore straight, Bryce.
This is why you're not reading it, Bryce. This is why I'm
Reynolds,
reading.
dude. Ryan Reynolds, I'm sorry.
Ryan, still
All
the
right,
best.
You can go ahead and
Green
remove
Lantern.
him from the Discord. Dep 2 now, please. So,
Yeah, please.
Jungle
get
is
rid of them.
fear, since speed buff is yellow, and also because the fear brought about when they gank you in when overleveled. Mid is rage. The attack speed buff, or the attack buff, or red buff, is red. In addition to the emotion brought about when their opponent is inches of death and their jungler shows up and gets there to save, while driving them back under our fuck me, I can't read. While driving them back under our tower. Our
Bro,
tower.
are you sure you want to keep reading this?
Yeah, you say our tower, all right?
Our tower.
Fuck off.
Say it's
Solo
5 times
would be
fast.
hope. Notice the
Our
trend
tower,
yet?
Our tower. Our
Buff
tower,
being
our
blue,
tower,
and they
our
hope
tower.
that they instill upon teammates in winning their lane quickly to be able to start roaming for team engagements. Support Indigo, the purple buff. From the compassion shown to be underleveled to serve the greater good of the team. Carry, all right, now this one's not me. This one falls apart on his end. Carry, Agent Orange, Avarice. Combo purple and red. I know not orange, but since they don't get blue, close enough. Named in so the hunger for XP. In lane to quickly outlevel and overpower their lane. Finally the map. That's not me.
I think it's supposed to
That
say
wasn't
then,
me.
finally.
Hey, don't roast me. That's all I'm saying. And the symbol would be what they use for their icon, which is a collaboration of the different colors of the lantern ring. Not all of them, but... Or no, it is all of them. Yeah, the actual all of them. Pretty cool. I'm a huge, big Lantern fan. Let's see. Then he's got another one. Or if it was a match where all positions could be filled with the same character, the team name would be the March of the Ents. God Sylvanus Grover would be in the Treebeard skin for all positions. Riders would vary for each. Solo would be Aragorn as a rider. Mid would be Gandalf. Carry would be Legolas. The support would be Gimli. And the jungle would be Merry and Pippin as riders. Guess it would have to go a step further now that I think on it. Aragorn skin for either Arthur or Tyr. Gandalf skin for Merlin. Legolas for Uller. Gimli for Fafnir. And Merry and Pippin skins for Cupid and Sylvanus himself.
I like that one.
I like it too. It was good.
Aw.
I hit that with some fucking Bot G spicy as soon as I seen that. I like it. I like both of them. Definitely a fan of them. And then Depp comes in with some mod abuse, atting everybody. I call him out. Coffin calls me out. Hey calls him out.
I didn't add everybody. I added the challengers. You added everybody with the
Now
giveaway.
Depp calls
Also, we're
Fro
doing a
out.
giveaway. You
We're
should
in
check it out
a
in the
full
Discord.
circle now. Yeah, I'm doing a giveaway.
Teespring,
Yep.
monkeydesign.com.
No, real talk. I am doing a giveaway in the Discord.
He is. He's doing a giveaway in the Discord. You'll find a link in the description or on our Twitter at Battleground of.
Next, we got Ash Baxham. This is the logo, and it's the pointy finger emote and the okay finger emote. Think about it.
Yep.
Team name, Social Probing, or SoCal Probing. That's all he's got. That's it. Literally, that's the next part he says, too, is that's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. That's XB.
And I think now we have to go back to Nev for this one.
All right, so Silent Aces comes in with team name Gas Pedal. The logo would be a gas pedal being stomped through the floorboard. The motto, Peel is for suckers, death is the best season.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
And I chimed in with editor's note here, and I said, your Discord profile picture would be a good logo, just saying. And so his Discord profile picture is the Greyjoy logo from Game of Thrones, but he says it's House Aces, and the motto is "We do not peel," instead of "We do not sew."
I like it.
All right, what do we got for next week?
And that's it. What about you guys?
Oh, shoot, I forgot
Ooh,
about ours.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. It's really trolly and
Fro.
really memey.
Oh, okay. Willow, what do you got?
So my organization would be Tree Sports.
Come on, Willow.
I thought
Come
I
on.
thought Nev would like this one. And our logo
I like
would
that
I
one.
like it.
Our logo would be Willow Tree. I did that one for you, Coffin. You're welcome.
Get your butts in here.
Why'd you pick the lamest tree? I would have
That's
picked
what he
something
would
better.
say.
You can't hear it, but I'm sighing internally.
You're welcome. I had to do a Nev pun. I'm sorry.
Man,
I like it. Thank you. I appreciated it.
you could sigh.
As much as I roast Nev for puns.
Well, since Nev's pretty punny, I bet she's got a good esports team and logo in mind.
Well, I'm already kind of doing that right now. We're the Bot G Girthworms.
That's cheating.
Do
I
you
didn't think-
own that team, Nev?
I do not, but I didn't think
Oh,
of
there
one,
you go.
so...
Oh,
That's double
Good
cheating.
cop out, Nev. Good cop out. I'll allow it. Deb?
All right, yo. Before
Bro?
I read mine, I got one. I got
Uh-oh.
one. I got a.
Uh-oh.
It's relevant. It's relevant. So if you guys don't follow Hazer on Twitter, he's a good follow. He had a tweet that
Great
said,
follow.
"Did you know there are 3 teams in the Smite Pro League with the word gaming in their name, and all 3 are in the 4 teams that will not be gaming at the mid-season invitational. This is your daily
Ooh.
Smite fact." So good job,
Oh, shit.
everybody, not putting gaming in your esports names.
That's a hot roast right there. And that would be Hazer's
Yeah,
MO.
for real.
So I really think it probably not. I didn't think organizationally. I thought more team based, and I think that
That's fine.
there's two ways you can go about this. All right, it could be organizations, I guess, whatever suits your fancy. The first would be to just name your team some random team name from a movie and see how long it takes people to get it. So obviously you'd have to come up with something tricky, right? You can't just name. You can't be like, we're the Toon Squad, because everybody will.
knows that one.
I hope,
Space Jam.
right? I hope everybody.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
There we go. So you got to name it something like you could name it Average Joe's and see how long it takes somebody to tell you if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
God, please.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I actually own it. It's right there. I'm gonna watch that later.
VHS.
If you can
Oh, what's
dodge a
the-
cuckoo ult, you can dodge a
There we
Kumbo.
go.
What's the
Now the-
basketball
That's
team?
right.
The Brewers?
No, the Milwaukee Beers. Solid
That's what it
choice.
is.
Solid
Beers.
choice, Willow. Solid choice.
Oh,
You could also name it Team Ramrod and see how long it takes someone to call you a chicken fucker.
Car Ramrod. Car
Like a leader of
Ramrod.
Cola,
So
please.
is this the
Car
third
Ramrod.
or fourth episode with a Super Troopers reference?
Does this look like spit to you?
Nah,
I think
fuck
this
it.
is spit, guys.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
All right, so I know
So-
what mine would be.
Well, I
I'm
ain't
like a liter
fucking
of cola.
done.
Oh,
I
you ain't fucking
done.
done. Oh, okay.
I got a second route. If you don't like that route, maybe you don't like
Who
movies.
unleashed
Maybe
this
you
man?
watch Japanese cartoons instead.
Maybe
don't
you
know
buy
any of
Sasuke
those.
shirts.
Hey, Sasuke shirt's kind of fire. But second route, and you could just name it some like wild trivia team type name, right? Showing up and being like, yeah, so our team name is my drinking team has a smite problem.
Or your drinking team might have a problem.
That's a good one too. Top notch. Could also be, we couldn't think of a team name, so we just drew a penis. And your logo?
No lie, I used to go to trivia night all the time, and we would come up with some real good team names. But that's top notch right there.
Solid. Condoms in the enemy team, two things we don't fuck with.
Oh my god. I literally am crying because I'm laughing over here.
Oh my fucking god! You killed me with that one. Oh, 3 kids. Oh Jesus.
Oh yeah. Pull out game week, bro.
Dude.
And my personal favorite, which
God.
Fro will like because he just added me in something very similar. You could just name your team. See you next Tuesday.
Oh.
I love when you slid that by Brian and he didn't fucking catch it for the first time.
No. Then again.
No, didn't get it at all because he
Didn't
was
get it at all.
he was whining about someone and you're like, man, see you next Tuesday, and he's like, yeah, god damn it, and it's like, oh, perfect.
It's like if you
Got
don't
'em.
say the word itself, it's okay.
That's all right. We've had it slip a few times on here. Actually, it wasn't slip the one time we were talking about these dolphins, and I still stand firm on those dolphins are cunts. Because I don't want to be sprayed with water and then have to walk around Atlanta with no fucking dry clothes and it's freezing cold and windy. Put a fucking...
Put a
I was
plug
mad.
in those dolphins' holes.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
That is
Willow.
that is mean. You just took this to
Moving
another
on.
level. What the
That's
fuck?
aggressive. That's animal cruelty.
All right, Fro. What you
Well,
got?
Yeah, what do you got, Fro? I need to know.
My team would be Bot G. Battleground of the Gods.
Island.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Right? You hear me out? The jungler
Yeah.
would be Famous Freak 33 Estica.
By the way, he's not on.
He's not on.
this
He's
week?
not here. He's not here.
I'll,
this
I'll
week.
fill
Yeah,
in.
Got it.
Just
Yeah.
substitute.
Hour 52. That might be the new
Alright,
record.
sounds
We'll have to ask people.
Yeah,
Carrie, we
hour
got
50 some minutes.
yeah. Carrie, we got Fro Double G or Dep Vea, whoever can be there that day. We got the monster mid lane, Nevea 03, right?
Hey.
I love that that's catching on.
Now, I don't know. I think Dep's a solo guy. I feel like you're a
Dep can
solo.
solo.
Yeah, solo as in
Yeah.
plays by himself.
And then
I think you meant
well, that's
plays
Willow.
with
You know what? Fuck you, man.
him.
And then
Fuck you.
we'll have to find support because I don't want Willow on the team because I want to win.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
No, actually,
take
me
that
and him
one.
were joking about this the other day. Willow was playing. He was on like a 4-game winning streak. I was on like a 4-game winning
Oh,
streak.
there you go.
We
Willow
joined
just
each other's
left
party,
Discord for the listener.
and we.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, we're both on like a 4-game winning streak. We join up, we group together, lose 2 games, and just start pointing fingers at each other like, no, it's you, motherfucker.
Spider-Man meme.
So like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
That was
moment.
rough too. We were having good games grouped up, and it's just. And honestly, half the time, I know it sounds like a broken record, but we get some very questionable
Oh my god.
teammates. Sometimes it's not even the teammates. Like, they play well, just shot calls. Like, why? Just why? But anyways, moving on. I guess Willow can support for us.
Well, Dep Nation has a team. And I think that it's a little bit in between of creative and troll. They would be called excessive desserts, XD. And so it'd be the little XD face with a slice of cake next to him.
Oh god.
I thought you were XDing, but XD is part of the name. Gotcha.
Yeah, yep. Yep, it's the
It's creative and trolly.
yes, right? Ah.
Oh, I don't
XD
know.
cake.
I don't know. That was good. That was good.
That was like, shit, we're going to have to change the name of the pot cheek earthworms. Fuck. But yeah,
Oh.
that's what I got. I don't know. Colors are like blue and like lighter blue for the
Yellow.
frosting, or yeah, yellow for the cake. I don't know. You know what? Throw a cookie on there just for fun.
Sure. Yeah. Mhm.
Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies.
Perfect.
Hell yeah. Ah, I love it. I love it. And for the new community corner, we never put one in there.
I got one.
Oh, no. Remember we were going to do one? And it was just literally going to be suggest community corners.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, is that what we were doing?
Yeah.
Ah, I love it. I like.
Yeah. We
Hey, I
decided
like
that
the
last
idea.
week, remember? We were just going to do one that's like, hit us up with what you think would be an interesting community corner. By the way, this is
Absolutely.
your opportunity to get us to go back to one if you would like.
Yeah, if you missed one.
Oh yeah, we could revisit some old ones, or if you missed one that you want to reply to,
Mhm.
absolutely hit us
Mhm.
with it.
You fella.
And you can do that in our Discord in the feedback channel, or you could find us on Twitter at Battleground of, where you can also find a link to the Discord.
Follow us on
Do it.
Twitter. There's a giveaway. It should be, well, actually, our new giveaway will probably start soonish. But we had
Tonight,
a giveaway
motherfucker?
that
There's one
ended
there's
today.
one going on.
Tonight.
Oh,
motherfucker.
Yeah, it'll end today.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Let's do this.
No copyright sounds.
No
All your
copyright
sounds
sounds.
needs.
Are you guys getting
Deb,
paid
I
for
don't know
that?
if
What
you
was
listened.
that? What was that?
No, we don't get paid for
Yeah,
shit.
no, we don't get
man.
paid for shit.
What are you fucking talking about? We don't get paid.
Deb, I don't know if you listened
You guys
to
are
last
sellouts.
week's episode,
Sellouts.
but
What? Did I word flub?
no. But like the very last thing you said on the podcast timed perfectly with an NCS song. And I was so excited when I did the outro. I was like, oh my god, it's all lining up. It's so perfect.
You know what didn't line up perfectly? When Nev's like, and the music's probably playing over me right now. 2 seconds later, music starts.
I know.
Yeah, she was
It's
so
okay. I
close.
wanted it to line up perfect with the last thing that Depp said. So it worked out.
Those
So
are
close.
some big editing decisions. It's like, motherfuckers.
Yeah. But you know what? They got some fire music. They help us out each week with our outros. Speaking of Young Bryce, where can we find you?
Oh shit! _silent reveries. You can check out the other podcasts I'm on. Fucking Side Quest Arcade. We got a hot Discord as well. SQApodcast.com. Side Quest Arcade on SoundCloud. We're SoundCloud rappers. Not really. Podcasters. All the other shit. Grandma's 8-track. Find us. But you'll probably find me back here again. You can check me out on Baji's Discord too. Yell at me. Buy
At
toxic.
Silent
Who the
Reveries.
fuck told him we're having him back
He's
again?
got his
Who
own
told him we're
streaming
having
channel.
him back again?
I
I
didn't
said
say
not
it.
to promise anything. God damn it.
Don't you guys know it's only polite to invite yourself?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's the play.
Your parents didn't teach you any manners. Yeah, Silent Reveries. We want to see somebody fucking sending it. Twitch. Get it going.
If you want to see some hot Discordia ults into the red buff and then completely miss.
Or some no items Thanatos 10-minute fire giant.
Maybe you guys shouldn't have come to the stream. I take it back.
You'll catch us roasting him there.
All right. yeah, catch us in Bryce's stream roasting him. No, but you've been doing some pretty good some other games other than Smite, streaming, etc.
Oh yeah, Mud Runners?
like it.
Fucking top-notch
Oh,
game.
Jesus.
Fucking.
I stopped in there
Get
for
it
a few
going.
minutes just to see what it was, and I was like, what the... You're like stuck on trees? I'm
Oh.
like, Jesus, what are we doing?
It totally slipped my mind to mention it earlier that we streamed our D&D.
Yes, we did.
Rip.
Detonation streamed it. The video should be available. I have it set, so it should be.
Yeah, D&D fans gonna have to check that out. It's pretty good.
And
Yeah.
we'll make sure to post.
Young
and
Bryce
check
was
me
there
out,
for a minute.
and- Yeah, you popped in at the beginning.
And I'm going to attempt, I'm going to leave it at keyword attempt, to upload the video to a YouTube. I'm not sure which one yet.
All Depp has to do is
yeah.
figure out how to change his stream title. It'll be set.
No shit.
It was changed on my OBS, and it did not go through to Twitch. Not my fault.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm still figuring things out. It's the first time I actually streamed.
I need results, not
Every other
excuses.
time, it's been through Xbox, which you don't have to do shit for. It walks you through by your hand, and PC's a little bit more complicated. So, I have been your host, Dep Nation. You can find me at Dep Nation, where it matters and where it doesn't. And if you can't find me, it's going to be Dep Nation _.
Hell yeah.
Check out his
Willow, where
Twitch.
can
Make
we
sure you
find
put
you?
the
We'll
underscore
be
in
streaming
there.
more.
He's very particular about the underscore.
You
No,
can
that's
find
only
me
on
at
the spots where it
Willow1771,
doesn't matter.
where it doesn't matter, apparently.
Toxic Blade.
I was talking about Deb.
Yeah, I said where it matters and where it doesn't. Nev, where can we find you?
You can find me in places. All at Nevea03.
Willow? Bro, where can we find you?
The same places we've been saying for a year now. Fro_double_G.
Hell yeah. We'll see you on the other side of the battleground.
Bye-bye!
Goodbye.